Miguel O'Hara might be an unreliable source of information for what exactly is canon and how canon is formed. Miguel's situation is vastly different from the rest of the other Spider-Men. It's been 2 weeks since Across the Spiderverse came out. I feel right now we have the green bands. Go ahead, spoil it.
I feel so. I think everybody has seen reviews without spoilers, I guess.
Yeah.
So,
even if you haven't seen the movie, you've been on Instagram. You've seen
a lot of people have dropped so many. Before I begin, spoilers ahead.
You're the Marvel lover. So, I mean, you came out of the cinema and you were like, this is amazing.
Yeah, man. I was on fire when I watched it. I was a lot of sparks in my head. And it was beautiful to watch. It was just like every single scene was art, pure art. And it's not like I'm just saying it because it's words, but it is what it was.
Yeah, it was.
Every single scene was art. Every single spider person, spider world, Spiderverse,
Spider-Punk.
Everything was just wild. It was beautiful. I loved it. Lego Spider-Man.
Lego Spider-Man.
I'm saying that again.
Yeah,
it was funny.
You know, I was in the cinema and the lights were off, and there was this moment during the chase. You know, the whole chase scene. It was kind of like everything drowned out, so I couldn't hear sounds or whatnot. I was just looking at in my reclined chair. I was looking at the colors and the movements and the animation and everything. I was like, what the heck is this? Why?
Beautiful.
Man, it's ridiculous. And sometimes they were having conversations and the backgrounds would be changing.
The colors were changing a lot.
Yeah.
For example,
what is
very,
that?
very noticeable thing. I think in the different universes, this universe, Gwen Stacy's universe.
Yes.
In her universe, I think emotions and colors play a lot, that like they work together. You could notice when her and her father reconciled, the entire place was white.
Yeah.
You know, that's just an example of, you know, how the colors play. And I just loved it so much. They look like very insignificant details.
Yeah.
But they are very, very significant.
I didn't even know what it was, but like that makes sense because even when they were arguing, everyone was so droopy.
It's the emotions.
You could feel the sadness coming out of the screen. That makes so much sense.
It's so significant how somehow you could relate emotions with colors in general. How like you said, when they were arguing, it was all
purplish
and sad and all of that. You could see it from that colors. You know, like if in real life you could, you know, depict all of this with the colors generally, you would just always, it would be like that.
Yeah.
And it was just beautiful. I loved it. I enjoyed every bit of this movie. And I wanted more. I did not want it to end. I could have stayed 5 hours watching the second part of it if they had released it immediately. I don't mind. I would have, because I really wanted to immerse myself with it in it at that moment. I just wanted to see it come to an end. I just wanted to see everything play out
happen
right there and then. I did not even know it had gone 2 hours plus. I wanted more. That's how good it was for me.
But then they slapped you with the to be continued.
I was just like, no man, don't do this to me. I actually, not my best moment, but I actually
not
screamed.
my best moment.
I just screamed at the cinema. I was like, what the hell?
Oh shit, man.
I actually did that because I wasn't expecting it.
When it was coming, right? When it was coming at the towards the end, I checked my watch. I was like, okay, 2 hours is about to elapse. And I started having this, you know, the music started playing. You could see this you feel the anticipation and stuff. I was like, I looked at my girlfriend. I was like, no, they're about to end it. And I started leaning forward. I was like, please don't. And then Miles Morales will return. I'm like,
it was just sad. It was sad.
Yeah, knowing that it was coming did not prepare me for it. Like,
yeah, and another thing I loved was the music was consistent. In fact, Swelly is a consistent king, man. Like, he did it with Sunflower and with Post Malone, and now he did it with Metro Boomin with is it Annihilate? What's it called?
I forgot
but the song was just good.
It's
beautiful. Like,
I was listening to it the other day in the gym, and everything just like kind of smoothed out. It's like,
I need to.
So I Just came to my senses. Oh no, man. Sway Lee. Honestly, they should put him on the next project as well.
I'm sure it's going to be in all of them.
Yeah, honestly.
You can't tell me, like, he's just consistent. Like, he just keeps making it happen. It's Annihilate.
No, yeah.
He just keeps making it happen all the time. Or it's calling. I don't know, one of them.
It
was in both of those songs.
For those of you that don't know, the first Into the Spider-Verse, this is Across the Spiderverse. And the next one is what? Is Beyond the Spider-Verse. So they're going for a trilogy type thing. And I'm sure they're going to look for a way to bridge the gap between live action and the animation.
Exactly. So a lot of things can happen from the Beyond the Spider-Verse. Somehow can have Miles Morales part of like the normal Marvel Cinematic Universe that we know as the live action, and that would be cool. They'll probably find a way to do it with Beyond the Spider-Verse.
This guy is saying he's ready to play Miles. What's his name? Is it Sean?
Yeah,
the dude that voices Miles. Okay. But he's like, no offense, Sean, but you're like, so you've aged so much. You've aged so much since what's it?
First one.
Oh, what's the name of that movie with the high top hair? Oh crap, I forgot it. Whatever. I'm sure people want to. So is it Dope or something like that?
Dope. I think I have seen Dope.
Dope.
Was he in Dope? I know I'd seen him.
Yeah, I think it was. Yeah, but yeah. And speaking about live action Miles Morales, do you know that Daniel Glover was the inspiration for Miles?
He has been in a lot.
Yeah,
he has been in a lot of
Spider-Man projects.
Yeah, it's dope. Yeah,
it's dope. Yeah, oh, Dope was sick. That was a sick movie. Yeah,
he has been in a lot of. He has been in a lot of Spider-Man projects. It was
cameos.
The first Spider-Man animated. I don't think it was the first one, but yeah, he was in one of the animated Spider-Man, Miles Morales, and he was the voice. He was also in one other movie, Community, where he wore the Spider-Man, and he was that scene of him with the Spider-Man was also in the Into the Spider-Verse, the first one. It was on the TV playing when Miles was talking to his uncle the first time there. That was also there, and he was also in Spider-Man. Was he Homecoming or so?
Yeah, it was in Homecoming.
Yeah, he was also there, and then
weird ass cameo, man. It was a freaking weird cameo.
And now he was now the Prowler in
Across the Spiderverse.
Yeah, and
he was the inspiration. They created the character because of him, and it's kind of like a kudos. It's kind of like honoring him to put him in every single Spider-Man project, and I love it.
Stanley.
I actually love when I heard it. I was like, there are just some small things human beings do that it's small, but it means so much.
So big in the end.
Where would Daniel Glover believe that he'd motivate someone to create a black Spider-Man? How does that happen? After that, how does that happen to appear in every single Spider-Man movie just because of one small thing he did in Community? That's sick, man.
I loved it so much, honestly, and I'm actually hoping to see more of him or more of the character somehow played, and it's.
I mean, imagine we inspire somebody to create animated characters of ourselves. I mean, I like to be called like Power Man or Beast Man or something. Subtle suggestions.
Why?
I'm down for it. It's crazy, but it still surprises me. Just being yourself, being a fan, motivated, somebody from Marvel to be, you know what? Let's make a Black Spider-Man, and it's going to be sick and give him such a complex. Miles Morales' story is complex. So he's just in he's about to enter year 2 of his life and see how much happened from the first Spider-Man with his uncle being the bad guy, and then this second one, which it's just insane, man.
It's really insane how sports just became more than sports.
Yeah,
the sport just became this villain I'm actually scared of.
Yeah, Alien X type shit. And
this guy is wild. Like I don't even know how they're going to defeat him.
Yeah, I really want to see that.
They have so much ahead of them right now to do. First of all, getting him out of Earth 42 from himself, saving himself, saving him from himself.
Yeah.
Yeah, which I think he might get a handle of, course. He was already trying to.
Oh, he was ready to mess him up so bad. It was like electricity.
He was about to get himself free. He had that look in his eye where he was on that chase with Miguel O'Hara, where he was I'm gonna do my own thing. He had that look in his eye. He had already put it in. I was like, you know what? Like, just let me go so I can go save Dad. And the others, Miles Morales, were like, your dad. That kind of thing. And he had already made up his mind. He already had that look in his face, was just about to do it. Was just about to do it, and it ended to be continued. Yeah.
God damn them, man.
Now they have to first get him out of Earth 42. Okay, obviously that's no problem. But I even have a feeling now that the Prowler Miles Morales somehow would join him in his quest. Maybe some of that Nakama power would work. I got it.
Maybe, but I don't know.
He just looks like a different version. Someone who just
looks dead inside.
Yo, man, I don't know what's gonna bring that light. Yeah. But anyways, that's there, and then they now have to do that, and then go and defeat the Spot. I don't know how they're going to do that, because the Spot is extremely powerful with all of this. Man,
even before he became Spots, when he was just regular laughing guy with Dalmatian, we call it, when he was just a Dalmatian, he was still pretty strong. Like, Miles couldn't take him out.
Yeah, he was still learning his power.
Yeah,
but the moment he realized I could be bigger than, oh my god,
his brain started working. You could see all the mechanics, like moving, all the gears and the screws turning. It was crazy.
Yeah,
and he sets himself off. It's so bad when the bad guy is not just some meathead. He actually has a degree in rocket science and interdimensional.
Yeah, a very smart villain.
Multi-spatial, whatever. I don't know. It's
a very
crazy.
Smart villain. And I'm actually excited to see what's going to happen next. Next year. Definitely. Next year, we'll see that. And then, I've lost my train of thought there.
You caught yourself?
Yeah, oh yeah, I also love the Indian Spider-Man.
Oh, he was epic.
Probaka. It was just effortlessly funny. It wasn't even extra whatsoever. It was very subtle, and it was just beautiful to see.
Oh, so is this a scenario where humor is needed? Do you think humor, because of the medium of storytelling, which is animation, do you think humor plays a great role in it, better than how humor plays in like the actual movies? I don't know if that made sense.
I don't know how to answer this question, because I would say both of them are in two different circumstances. There is this urgency with his own, with like in the Flash, right? And the way messing up with the timeline is very different already. He has messed up the timeline of this world, though it was not his fault. The spider from Earth 42 already beat him. Wasn't his fault. Yeah, just had to find the Miles Morales based on the whole canon events. Destiny
that's
thing
something
happening.
else we need to talk about, that whole canon stuff.
Yeah, Miguel O'Hara might even have it all wrong, in the sense that it happening this way was just the way it was supposed to happen still.
Exactly.
You get? And messing with the whole canon event. Anyways, back to what I was saying.
The humor story.
So I don't know how to put it, but it's two different circumstances entirely. And it just felt that it was necessary where it was necessary. There's not any urgency whatsoever. There's not any, you have to do this right now and get it quickly, like done, and go back to your own world. If not, the more you keep doing this, you're gonna keep messing the whole thing up. Yeah. They are traveling through different universes with a device you get
that allows it.
Do you understand? But we have Flash going back in time and causing problems.
Yeah.
But now they're just jumping and trying as much as possible not to touch things. It's not like they're going back in time and that whatever they do in that timeline will cause a divergent timeline happening. Do you get? So I don't see that urgency. They're still in the same timeline. You get? But they're just different, meeting themselves
Yeah.
So it's different.
It is different. I think I just even found the answer in my head. That's just how Spider-Man are. I mean, it's all the normal Peter Parker that all of us know and love. He fights serious villains, and he always has to have some kind of quip or some funny thing to say. So I feel knowing that that's how Spider-Man are kind of allows it in this medium, like the jokes and stuff. Yeah, so that makes sense. But it's not favorable in other stories like Avengers or The Flash recently. So yeah. Back to canon events. I watched a video on YouTube.
Yeah.
And this dude, bro. It was a 7-minute video, and this dude just went off on a rant about how he likes what they did. Right? He likes it, but there's a major plot hole. And the major plot hole I'm paraphrasing here and I'm just putting out of my head what I understood. Miguel O'Hara might be an unreliable source of information for what is canon, what exactly is canon and how canon is formed. And Miguel's situation is vastly different from the rest of the other Spider-Men.
Yeah.
Right? So Miguel didn't have a Uncle Ben moment. But all the other Spider-Men had. So he didn't have an Uncle Ben moment, but he replaced his own version of the person there. And obviously that is going to mess up with reality. Nobody needs to tell you that.
He already messed it up. He's already an anomaly in a sense.
Miguel, right?
Yeah, he became an anomaly.
In that world.
Yeah.
It doesn't make any sense for him to be there. So he created what they call it?
Canon.
No, the canon was he messed up with the canon and then created the black hole or what they call those things and wiped out the entire Earth. It's vastly different from what's going on with Miles or the rest of the other Spider-Man, don't you think?
It is, and he's not even in the moral sense supposed to be the one telling everybody what to do.
Yeah.
He already messed up and he's now using this whole, he does not want to see it happen a second time to, make all of this happen. Fine, you've formed all of these things, but somehow I even feel Miles being an anomaly, Miles being who he is, the kind of person he is, first of all, sets him apart from the rest of the other Spider people.
Yeah.
And that is something that is very genuine and very specific to him and makes him, in a way, stronger than the rest of them because he's not going to think how the rest of them would think, because that's how or that's who they are supposed to be or that's the path that they're supposed to follow. It's gonna be different, and he's somehow making the rest of them like Gwen, see things from his point of view and
think
somehow
for themselves.
You get
you don't just follow orders. Like Miguel's like, don't save your dad, and you let your dad die.
Who does that?
Exactly, who does that?
If you have the power to do it at that moment, you would do it.
Mm-hmm.
You get it's different from having to go back in time now and try to, I don't know, man.
Yeah, he also mentioned this. He was like, there's a whole intertwined Spider-Verse, right? And in Marvel, there's someone called the one above all. So that's the God of the universe. Some people could say the essence, the creator, whatnot. Why is it that in the Indian Spider-Man's timeline, why is it that just saving the sheriff at that point causes a black hole to open up or wormhole?
At that point,
couldn't the whole universe correct itself and have him die in another situation?
Exactly.
Yeah.
You get he could have easily just died from crossing the road or something else that is not
something that could act as a crucible.
Anything.
Well. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But why is that at that moment? It's very important that he dies.
Mm-hmm. I don't know.
Is it because he's saying that he cannot save him at that point? Is that the problem? Because, the Indian Spider-Man can't save him. He has to choose between him
and the rest of everybody. But that situation could still happen. What led to that situation happening was Miles, Gwen, and Spots being in a universe they're not meant to be in. And that led to this whole thing. And then it's like, oh, hold up, there's a canon event about to happen. What do you mean a canon event is about to happen right now? If it's canon, then it should be predetermined. No?
Still going to happen.
It's still going to happen. They shouldn't even be there. It should just happen. It should have
happened again somehow.
Exactly.
Later.
Yeah. So
without them being there.
I was listening to the dude and I'm like, you have a point, but your rant is crazy.
Thinking,
man. Serious thinking. And something, even if we say all of that stuff is rubbish, like, yeah, yes, canon events can be broken, you can change timelines, you can change universes. Just everybody being like hanging onto the words of Miguel O'Hara is nuts, in my opinion. It's freaking nuts, don't you think? It's like one dude. I know he has resources.
It is. He's not really reliable, in my opinion.
No.
Yeah, and I don't know. He just people that just have this strong will that this thing has to be done this way, the way they want it done. And the moment it's not done, like their world is born. Like the moment it's not done, something else. Yeah. So
and Gwen broke the canon, whatever canon means. She broke it, right?
Somehow, because her dad
quit.
But
because of that, he wouldn't have quit if he didn't find out she was Spider-Woman. So why didn't her world erase?
That's another thing.
I feel what Miguel did was so catastrophic. It was so bad. I don't know.
But how would they even know at that moment the canon event is supposed to happen? The moment that happened, all the Spider people just came and just put their devices and tried to stop it. Yeah. What if he's the one making it even happen?
Exactly.
Do you know? Just so he can keep everybody in line.
Yeah. So you can have people to hang out with. He needs friends.
I don't know. But yeah, other than that, Spider-Verse, Across the Spiderverse was beautiful.
Yeah.
Loved it. Looking forward to the next one.
Definitely.
Yeah, that's it from me, I guess.
Yeah, same. Definitely watch. It's like, man, that movie was a freaking 10 over 10 in my opinion. Freaking, it's 100% on Rotten Tomatoes, right?
97.
97. Add a 3. You guys should add a 3. That movie was epic. Yeah. From the small moments, getting the cake to fighting for what you know is right. It's absolutely beautiful. Marvel needs to learn storytelling from this movie. You can't be releasing this great stuff and be releasing shit in live action. No. Do not. Like, it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, but brace yourself. There's still gonna be more shit
coming out. Yeah,
way. Just brace yourself.
Isn't Secret Invasion out?
Not yet. But I have a feeling that
the ratings are bad already.
Yeah, I have a feeling that there's more, nonsense
coming
along. But I think it has to happen.
It has to happen, right?
It's a canon.
It's a canon.
It has to happen for greatness to eventually emerge. It's not easy keeping up with such greatness. It's never easy.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm still gonna watch all of them, so I can know where it's moving, and then eventually I guess something is just
where greatness comes, you can stumble on it as well.
Yeah.
If you enjoyed this episode, we made it as short as possible, then do all the fun stuff, like, subscribe,
support the movement,
support our ministry,
help just liking, subscribe, sharing, anything,
everything, especially sharing. We absolutely adore people that share. Thank you very much if you share this to your friends, if you share it to your group chats. Absolutely love it. Yeah. Follow us on Instagram at pov.crn. That's pov.con. Thank you for watching. See you guys
later.
Yeah.